vlogs? It's your girl Ashley and I'm back with another episode of Ashley's Antics. So today, you know, it's not quite a new year yet, but I decided I would go ahead and knock out one of my resolutions by giving you guys a makeup tutorial. So I'm about to show you a very simple just full face for New Year's / New Year's Eve, like going into the new year. I wanted to show you guys a really simple like makeup idea that I just kind of came up with in my head. So yes, I'm going to show you guys how to do that, but before we can get into this video, I need you guys to go ahead and do me a few quick favors. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because if you have not subscribed yet, I've been seeing y'all watch my videos. Hit that subscribe button because you know you've been watching the other videos, and if you haven't been watching the other videos, I'll give you a chance. Go check out another video, but then you're gonna know you want to subscribe, so just subscribe. And then make sure you leave a like on this video and make sure you comment at the end. Check out my social media and turn on my post notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video, because I am thinking about going to 3 videos a week instead of 2. And after you've done all that, we can go ahead and get right into this video. So I'm gonna be looking down a lot because I have a mirror down here and all my makeup is like below the camera. But the first thing I do every time I do my makeup is I put on some primer, because I'm really not trying to burn my face off with makeup. Although I do trust the brand I use as foundation, I don't know, you know, I like to be careful and thorough. So as soon as I find what the heck I did with my primer, I will show you guys what I use. Oh, I just found it. I put it in the wrong pocket. All right, y'all. So I use a very cheap primer. I'm not really that concerned about primers. They aren't a big deal to me. But yeah, a lot of the stuff you're gonna see is very like either cost friendly. Some of it's more expensive, but a lot of it is cost friendly, and I use what I use. So anyways, I'm gonna be using the Essence Prime Plus Studio Mattifying and Pore Minimizing Primer, which is 2 things I always look for: pore minimizing and mattifying. This is what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my face. I don't really use much at all, just enough. I already have face creams that kind of mattify my face. I'll probably use like a pea-size amount. Alright, so now that that's done and I'm confident that my skin is protected by some primer, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my eyebrows. I do not start with foundation, but yeah, so I'm gonna start off, oh, let me put the top back on so you guys can see it. I'm gonna start off with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just a little, I think it's like dip brow pomade. Yeah, it's dip brow pomade in the color Granite, because my eyebrows are jet black and you need something that's your eyebrow color. So my eyebrows are done, and my secret weapon is actually Q-tips. So any mistakes I make, I just ignore them while I do my eyebrows. Quite frankly, and then I get a Q-tip and I clean it up. You can either lick your Q-tip, but you know, coronavirus, or you can spray it like I do. And yeah, so I get the Q-tip and then I just go around my eyebrow, fixing any mistakes or even just making the lines straighter. Alright, and then my other secret weapon is that I put mascara in my eyebrows to keep them in place while I do everything else around them. So I just take a mascara from the Dollar Tree, because it's the worst kind, which is what I want. I want something that's not going to be like pigmented and liquidy and getting on my skin. I just want it to get on the strands. So the more trash the mascara is, the better. So next I use the Morphe, don't know what it's called, but it is a concealer, and it's just like in this orangey tan color. But yeah, this is what I use around my brows to line around them, and I don't like a whole lot, so I just put little dots. Okay, so I use a small little brush like this with this kind of tip. It's very flat, and I use this I wet it as usual. I wet all my brushes before using them. I feel like it makes everything easier. I don't know if y'all can see the dots under my brow. Hopefully you can. It's alright, it's your life. That looks good to me. So I do that to one eyebrow, and then I kind of use the brush to just spread all the excess around without getting too close to my brow again. And then I'm gonna do the same on this side, and I'll come back. All right, y'all, so I finished my second brow. This is what I'm looking like, and I'm sure I'm giving Frida Kahlo at the moment. Next, I'm going to take my MAC foundation stick, which I will show you in a second. So I use the MAC NC50 Studio Fix Perfecting Stick. This is one of the more expensive products I was telling y'all about. Yeah, I use this because the concealer I just used is not at all the color of my skin. It's very like orangey, like terracotta kind of. So I like to run my foundation stick over it to make it match my skin tone more. I don't really know what this brush is called. It has like short and long bristles. Yeah, there's no name on it. If there was, it's rubbed off because I've had this brush for a long time, but it's an e.l.f. brush, so it's cheap. But yeah, anyways, I just do this. I blend it into my brows to make the brows look more natural, as you can see. And then I go under and I blend it out. I like to make sure everything is seamless as I go on makeup, because for me, that makes it look more like your own skin when you're done. Like, I don't just let everything be harsh lines and then cover it.
Oh girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, call no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit the mango. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. Need to show no, but it's alright.
But anyways, yeah, y'all, that's how I do my brows. That whole part. Brows are honestly the longest part for me, because after brows I just do foundation and then shadow and the rest. But the shadow is what's really about to make this look, so stay tuned. For foundation, I use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 Broad Spectrum SPF 15, and the color again NC50. That is my shade in MAC. And then for me, the way I put on foundation is I do not put a lot on. I put like, again, a pea-sized amount, but like flattened onto my hand. I think that's just about enough. And then I have an actual quality brush. It's the Expert Face Brush by Real Technique. It's the number 200. I don't know if that means anything. People who know brushes can answer that.
No, but it's alright. You show no, but it's alright. It's a short life. It's a short life.
Alright, so I put on my foundation and now I am about to blend it out with my beauty blender. So here it is. I'm going to spray it a few times. It's low-key time for me to boil it again, which is how I clean my beauty blender. But yeah, I blend everything out, which is another tip on how I get my airbrush finish. I first use a brush, rub it all in my face till it's like dry, and then I wet a beauty blender and I blend it like this. Now I am going to grab that same Morphe concealer. I'm going to use this Morphe right here. And then I'm going to put it under my eyes. So that's all the areas I like to, I guess, highlight. I usually do this for creasing purposes to make sure I don't crease, but I mean, I like for my under eyes to look a little brighter or whatever. So that's what I do there. And I'm gonna use the same beauty blender, but I'm gonna use the pointy side of it. I can get up under my eyes.
How can I explain myself? Something gotta cut up to you. Yeah, everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, it's so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been people what you bringing to the table.
What? It's so weird that we all kind of like open our mouths like while we're doing our makeup. Like, I just find that really funny. I don't know why, but we all make ugly faces while doing makeup just to look so cute at the end. All right, so after I've done that, I take my Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the color Terracotta, and I don't use a lot of this.
satisfaction.
I close this and then I grab this big flat brush. It's an e.l.f. powder brush. I use this and I grab my, I know I do so much on my face, y'all. I grab my MAC Studio Fix in the color, again, NC50. It's the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, so it is a powder. I'm gonna get it, got quite a bit on here, and I just rub it all over my face, but especially under the eyes where I put that terracotta stuff, so I don't look orange. I look brown because this is brown.
And hit the club like you hit the motherfucking angle. With your phone out, snapping like you Favo. Ain't you showing off, but it's alright. Ain't you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, but it's alright.
Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I do add another powder, which is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I'm taking my e.l.f. Total Face Brush. Looks like this, it's so cute. It's a big old powder brush, I love it. I dip it in here and then I pat it off. I don't like to use a whole lot of powders because I do use like 2 or 3 of them on my face. There's so much smoke coming up. I wonder if y'all can see that. Alright y'all, so I figured out what I want to do with my eyes. So I'm going to be using all 4 of my palettes. I think I named them already, but if you didn't hear them, it's Bad Habit is the brand, Athena is the palette. I use Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics. I use Aurora Lights by BH Cosmetics, and then Perception, Shayla X Colourpop. Yeah, their collaboration. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Perception. So I only use 2 brushes for shadows. I use 2, I believe they're e.l.f. I use the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender Brush and the e.l.f. Blending Eye Brush. Eye Primer, which I use Magnifies by Rimmel London. And I believe it's transparent. But yeah, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. No, this is not e.l.f. This is Wet n Wild. It's a Wet n Wild brush. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all see me do this.
Gotta cut up to you. Yeah, everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, it's so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table.
Alright y'all, so I have all of that on here. Wow, I just look so blank. I like just look like the template for people. Anyways, I have that all blended out, so I'm gonna go into my Perception palette. It's so cute. And I'm going to get the color Played Out. That's what it says. It's this one right here. So I'm just gonna get to my that and put it on the outer corners.
Without a follow, without a mention, you really piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what to these niggas? I understand. You got 100 bands, you got a baby bands, you got some bad friends.
Go ahead and Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics, and then I'm going to take this color right here. It's like second from the second row down, and then the second one on the right. It's this one right here. This is the one I'm gonna use. It's the closest to, oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. It's the closest to red that I can get. So, ooh, look at that pigment. That's gonna slap my face. Okay.
You showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life. It's a short life.
And then I'm actually gonna take the blending brush wherever I put it, and then I'm going to blend these 2 colors in. This one looks like so far. It doesn't look bad, but I like to add pizzazz and glitter to all my looks, so definitely still gonna do more, but we are done with these 2 palettes. All right, so now I'm gonna take this brush and I'm going to grab my BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to use the color 24 Karat, like this. So that's the color that's gonna be the glitter on the outer corner of my eye. And sometimes this gold is very dark, so I like to mix it with sparkling. Let me see if I can see. I like to mix it with sparkling, which is right here. It's a very light gold versus a dark one. Lastly, we're gonna do the inner corner, and I'm gonna take my Bad Habit by Athena, and I'm gonna use the color Daring. Now this is a very heavy glitter, so I wanna make sure it sticks. So to do that, I'm gonna take a little bit of whatever's left on this brush and pat it over the red.
I keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? So for y'all to cut up to you. Yeah, everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let that thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been people what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last, phone bill, car, no cable. Put your phone.
Right now, you guys, I am taking the color Prize from this palette and just putting it kind of where I blended earlier and patting it lightly over the whole eye just to make the glitter stand out a little bit less so it doesn't overpower the other glitter from the brown. Alright y'all, and lastly all we have to do is blend. So I'm going to take the Perception Again palette and then I'm going to take Play It Out again and I'm just going to blend a little bit of, actually I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to use the gold from the other palette and I'm going to blend the red into the gold.
Bad friend, high school case, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense, you already had them. Working 8 a.m., finish round 5. Post all down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard time. Doing overtime for the last month, Saturday.
Alright y'all. So, I think I'm good on the eyes. And now, I am going to align my eyes. These are like the final touches I do on my face. So I'm gonna go, actually before I align my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter. Alright y'all, I'm about to actually line my eye. So I'll show y'all this one. I'm gonna do this one off camera. By the way, y'all, the eyeliner I use is the eyeliner by Natural Beats. It's actually my cousin. I'll leave a link to this down below. Love this eyeliner. It comes with a stamp, y'all. It has a stamp. All right, so that one's lined. I'm about to line this side for you guys. I've already stamped it. You can kind of see it right there, but because I put so much eyeshadow on, it's kind of hard to see the stamp. So I'm gonna trace it in. Anyways, it doesn't really matter how good or bad I did my liner because I'm about to put on lashes again. All right, y'all, while I let my lashes dry, I always like to put on some liner, both for lip and eye. So this is my lip liner, also by Natural Beats. Also, we'll link it below. Oh, and the color I'm going to use for my lips is, I'm thinking a red.
I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, in so long.
And then lastly, there's a little surprise I wanted to add for you guys. Is to make it more New Year-y, I'm gonna add a firework right here and a firework right here.
It's a short life, it's a short life, it's a short life.
And no, you guys, I do not use a finishing spray, but I'm gonna come back once everything is gotten all settled in. I've added my last little touches that y'all need to see. Alright y'all, so this is the final look of my face. Y'all see my little fireworks or whatever? Here's the eyes. Yeah y'all, this look turned out so cute. I was so excited for the new year. I'm glad I got one resolution knocked out before we even got there. Let me zoom this out so y'all can actually talk to me, but I just want to give y'all a nice little close-up, so I'm gonna do a little reel for y'all.
Doing overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make the ass jump. Gotta hit the club like you hit the motherfucking angle. With your phone out, snapping like you Favo. Ain't you showing off, but it's alright. Ain't you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, it's a short life.
Alright y'all, so that's all I have for you today. This is my final look like I was showing you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you guys in the new year, because I believe this is my last video of 2020. It's been such a successful year. So many blessings have been rained down on me, and I'm just praying that more come in 2020, and that soon enough we will grow our lovely family, and that everybody will subscribe, and we'll just thrive and be having fun over here. I have so much in store for this YouTube channel, especially as I continue to grow. And thank you guys for sticking with me through 2020, because some of y'all have been here since last year. Like, that's crazy to me. So thank you so much for all your support. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you can see my videos in 2021, and check out my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. 3